we shut the door, please?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome to the poster conference for Burgoyne presents Narendra Kumar. Today we have with us James Burgoyne Bear, the chairman for Burgoyne Show. And of course we have the designer Nari, and we have the very handsome Rahul Khanna. So Nari, would you like to talk about your collection and why Rahul and Lakme Fashion will together?
So, you want to speak to this? First of all, thank you for being there. Really appreciate it. Always a pleasure to have you guys. The show the theme of the show was the Millennials. It was about how a young generation today has so many options in life, and they try 10 careers before they even decided, before they're 25. And so the collection also showcased multi-facets of a single person, of a young boy coming of age. Young boy coming of age used to be in the 60s, it used to be James Dean, 50s and James Dean. There are people like that for every age. So the first section was really a urban safari kind of collection, but a hip version of it. I can imagine a DJ playing it. The second section was sort of very sports driven, but a lot of tailoring in the collection. And the final section was 60s Beatles with butterflies and all. And the last one was Rahul wearing what is today a contemporary tuxedo.
Thank you. James, say a few words.
Hello, it's great to be here, and I hope everybody had some fun this evening. I certainly did. I think Gary did a wonderful job at showcasing what you can do with linen. And the idea of millennials, the idea of a younger generation, the idea of thinking out what's going to happen in a few years' time, I think was absolutely brilliantly done in Mumbai tonight. And I think the showstopper at the end of Rahul coming down that walk, it really looked great. And certainly from the Burgoyne point of view, we were delighted with how this has gone. Very excited, and I really passionately do believe that this product should be sold all around India, and I think it's got a real future in India. And I think that what we saw tonight was a glimpse of what that future looks like, what India looks like. And in all the doom and gloom that we get, isn't it great to see vibrant colours, vibrant fashion, movement, people enjoying themselves? This is what fashion should all be about. Thank you.
Hello everyone, thanks for being here. I'm thrilled to be here. Linen has always been a part of my regular wardrobe. I've always worn a lot of linen. So when I got this opportunity to collaborate with Burgoyne, it seemed like a very seamless and easy, natural fit. They've been doing linen for the longest time. They are the original linen makers. And I love the fact that they're classic and they are timeless, but they're also now with Nari's collection, they've shown that linen can be showcased in a very contemporary way. It can be showcased in ways that we haven't thought about linen. Like I've very rarely seen linen being used as formal, for tuxedos and formal suits, but you did it so well. And also, for really young, bright colors. So yeah, thrilled to be here. If there are any specific questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
We'll open the floor for some questions. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Hi, Narendra. I have a question that you always said that there's always an element of surprise at your shows. You had the whole crowd dancing along with you. But we didn't see Rahul dancing much. So I don't know where you get all the inspiration from.
Where do I get this inspiration from?
Just pick up the mic.
So, the inspiration is from what I see around. I am a workaholic. I work 7 days a week, 24 hours. I sleep 4 hours a day, sometimes 8 hours a week. But it is about society. Inspiration is about how this society is changing. It is about how we as Indians are changing and how this globalization, this new millennial era is affecting India, you know. When you look at what is happening in India, startup India, make in India, all this kind of stuff, how do you capture that spirit in fashion, you know? And this is what we want to do. This young generation wants to look cool, wants to be easy, but it has a great sense of purpose or where they want to be, but they will experiment with 10 different things before they come to that choice, you know. 10, 15 years ago, you had 10 careers in your life. You either became a doctor or an engineer or a pediatrician or something like that. But today, you can be a farmer at 25 and do good for yourself. You can open a pastry shop and be successful, you know. So the thing is, how do you capture that freedom? How do you capture that spirit? And this show is about that. It is about capturing that spirit of the millennial age.
Thank you.
Can you share?
Can you talk us through the cuts of the styles that you use?
Okay, so you know, I think there are 3 different sections. One was the sort of very hip hop inspired. You know, if you heard the first song, Starboy, it's sort of, you know, hip hop inspired, long shorts, but millennial motives in it. The second one was more tailored, more sporty, soft tailoring. There was an element of soft tailoring. If you realize the jackets that were made, normally you have a lot of fusing and all that kind of stuff. These jackets had nothing in it. They were just 2 layers of fabric, and yet they looked perfect as a jacket, you know. And the last one was the decorative, you know, to show that linen can be used in decorative stuff too, you know, and embroidered stuff. I mean, one of my favorite was the blue one, which is completely embroidered. So all 3 collections were different parts, and you could show that linen could be used in so many different ways.
Rahul, what goes on in your mind when you're walking the runway?
Don't trip. Don't trip, don't trip, don't trip. I hope my zip's not down. That's always the first thing that I think about. Even though I check it right before going on, I'm like, did I really check that my zip was up? Because it has happened to me once, and that's always stayed with me. So yeah, all those worst case scenarios always running through your head.
Any more questions?
Rahul, as a fashion icon, how do you see the Indian fashion scene evolving?
I think there's so much more exposure we have now to fashion and style. There's so much more awareness, and so I find people are sort of embracing their own personalities and expressing it through fashion and style, which before perhaps people were sort of conforming to one way of dressing and presenting themselves. Now they're presenting themselves more individualistically, I think.
Any more questions, or should we go forward?
Dr. Rahul, I follow you on Snapchat too.
Oh, fantastic.
And I really want to ask you, every time I look at you, I feel like you look so clean. Like, you wake up clean, you're at the gym, your hair is proper, just always clean. Like, how do you do that?
Well, not many people know, but I have a 20-person grooming army with me at all times. So even when I'm at the gym, I have hair, makeup, stylist. When I'm at, walking my dog. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I'm glad I look that way because I'm not.
So clean all the time.
Thank you, but I don't know. Perhaps it's one of the filters I use.